Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to the eastern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Do you boys and girls remember when I was building the Swifter a long time ago? And I was held up. I was ready to go, and I was waiting for a bellows to come. And nobody had any of the right size bellows. I like those big ones with the big exits. That way it gives the push rod room to move around. So I found some and I ordered them. Well, guess what just showed up? How long has it been? These were truly on a slow boat from China, and I mean a really slow boat. It might have been a rowboat. Anyway, so look at him, boys and girls. Look at him. I've glued some wood strips. I've got this one sanded down a little more. You can get a better idea. I've glued some wood strips to this little step here, but there's a number of things I don't like. I glued these pieces from the kit on. One is there's a little step between here and here. A little man could stand on the edge here and jump off. You know, there's just too much of a jump there. I'm going to fill all this in with filler anyways. I'm going to start with epoxy and Cabicel just to get a good joint in there. Then I'm going to come back with wood filler. But the idea here is to leave a little rail, and I'm going to curve this in just a bit, and I'm going to show you what's happening here. And then I'll fill all this and make it kind of a nice, smooth fiberglass hull looking transition. So it'll just look more better. But if you look at the inside wall, this piece here is going to have a curve to it, but the inside wall is going to be straight. And I started off with breaking my boat and breaking everything. I started off with some pencil drawings on paper, and I transferred that to balsa, and then finally finalized that with plywood. And so now I'm building the box that's going to go in here. And this is one side of the box right here. Now you notice there's a gap because I'm going to add one more piece up to here for the simulated instrument panel, the dashboard and simulated instrument panel. And I'll do some rolling over and blending in and make it all look like it was fiberglass. So there's that one. This one on this side, of course, is a little different. You notice how the panel holds the wires right up against the wall. Well, on this side, because of where the wires exit the motor, it's a little different, but I have it upside down. Oh, no. That's the one that goes here on the motor. So I'm working on the motor enclosure as well. And I think I'm going to bring right where this plate is for the gear drive, I'm going to put a bend in those and bring them back in a V, because as it is, this is the passenger compartment. So I want to make the passenger compartment look a little more roomy. Granted, I have a really skinny driver, the skinniest driver I could find. He's nothing but skin and bone without the skin. So, but I think I'm going to taper this so I can put in some cool. What it needs is leather bucket seats, and not the car bucket seats, but the rounded kind of like chaise lounge bucket seats. Anyway, that's where I am. I've cut out my interior pieces. I'm kind of waiting for this glue to cook off, and then today I'll glue these down in this curve and get all this going. Once I've got that, then I can finish up the cockpit box. And so I'm doing it so it'll all, be able to come in and go down. I'm putting angles on everything. So there you go, boys and girls. That's how I'm going to hide the running gear and have room for Jack. Where's Jack? Oh, there he is. Yeah, there you go. He's got a steering wheel with him. So I'll have room for Jack in here, and he can have his arm up on the brace I made for him, huh? And then he can just be low riding. Until next time, boys and girls, Jet out.